Okay, we live in the crib, vibing with Veto, man. You already know this season 2. I got one of my dogs in the building, man. Like, I just shouted you out today, man. I appreciate everything that you do, man. Introduce yourself, man.
Hey, so my name's Bam. Instagram of Bam Concepts from College Park, Georgia. I'm a real estate investor, published author. New to this podcast thing myself, so that's why I'm vibing with my boy Veto.
For sure.
And by trade, I'm a reseller by trade. So buy, sell, trade. They call me the cash out man in the city. So I'm a big buyer of new and used electronics. Small retail stores. I buy their old inventory and I reflip it on websites like Amazon and actually teach people how to do it as well. I got a course, Resellers Bootcamp, link in bio. And the name of my podcast is Multiple Streams by Any Means. Got to subscribe to both 5 channels.
Man, facts, bro. So like you said, man, you new to the podcast game. I'm new to the podcast game too. But
Yeah.
What made you start doing what you do, man?
I've been doing this, so it's just like podcasting, just like it's like a net to label the art. So
Right.
So I always been the type that was always interested in finding different ways of making money, because in my hood there wasn't really too many options other than robbing,
Facts.
stealing, and pimping. So I was always curious to find different ways to make money. And then I remember I went to college, graduated from Albany State University. I just understood how hard it was to get a job and how I had to make things happen. And nowadays you got the internet, and I was able to look online and find different ways to make money. So I've always been the type of person to go online and try to show people different ways that I made money.
Facts.
And then podcasts gave me it's kind of easier to get a yes. So like I can interview entrepreneurs, get their story. I connect with more people. So I'm just kind of using it as a way to bolster my brand and spread the word with different ways to make money, because you can't be broke out here, man.
Man, hell nah. The way the
be broke.
economy going right now, man,
Yeah,
it's like you
you
got to
can't-
have multiple streams, like you
by
said.
any means.
By any
You
means.
can't depend on it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times people complain about money. They always blame the economy. I say fucking economy, bro. You know what I mean? I never trusted these folks, no way. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? And if we had that mentality in slavery days, niggas would still be slaves if we was depending on the
facts.
man and the economy and all that.
Facts.
Yeah.
Man, when it comes down to hustling, like you said, multiple streams, you know what I mean?
Got to.
How did you come up with that name, or was it just like you said, a lifestyle? Like,
This shit just hit me, bro. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So by any means, my name is Bam. So all that just kind of interconnected, bro. I'm not that creative. I just go with some stuff and then it just makes sense.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So I'm just always emphasizing pursuing multiple streams of income, because you can't depend on one stream, because once that stream dry out,
And then it's over with.
you'll be in a drought.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts, man. So I was looking at one of your podcasts that you were on.
Okay.
You were on the Fat Nasty podcast.
Yeah,
Saw a
yeah.
couple of clips,
Mhm.
and you were explaining that you had a book. You know what I
Mhm.
mean, and like how the book came about. But I'm gonna let you explain that to the people that's watching now.
Yeah, it's kind of like what I was saying. Always putting people on game. When I was coming up, I was always the type to read a book like I read Richest Man in Babylon when I was 11 years old. And then, I might read the only type of books I would gravitate toward would be self-help books. So I'm just like, at the end of the day, man, I wrote me one, man. It's called Navigate the Great.
That's
GPS Road, the Richest Man, and Merry Christmas, my boy.
I was gonna ask you, man.
Merry Christmas, my boy.
This is dope, man. Y'all make sure y'all go get this too, man.
Yeah.
So explain the book. So like you said, self-help books, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? So we're like, you got your concept from that too as well. You basically just talking about your life too as well, right?
I throw some stuff about my life in there, but
For sure.
I pretty much just consolidated everything that I know and put it all in a simple form. Because I know at the end of the day, man, I was like the only person in College Park to go to college. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, I understand how hard it is for people to digest information. So you ever heard of the book Think and Grow Rich?
Absolutely.
I got a section, a chapter in there, Think and Grow Lit. You know what I'm saying? And
That's hard.
Exactly. You heard of Rich Dad Poor Dad?
Facts.
I got like Rich Uncle, Poor Uncle. A lot of niggas I grew up with didn't even know who their father was. You know what I'm saying? So, and I use a lot of hip hop concepts to kind of like paint the picture. So like manifestation, the mindset. A lot of people can hear it, but it sounds kind of cliche.
Mhm.
But I use Jeezy words. The world is yours. Everything in it is out there. Get on your grind and get it. So I use that to kind of paint the picture of what it really means. You know what I'm saying? Or, to understand manifestation. Because when you hear it, it just sound like something cute that women say. Oh, I'm
Yeah, facts.
manifesting money and all that. And, it sound good, but, you got to make it make sense to somebody. And
Facts.
I wanted to make it make sense to somebody that was like me. I'm speaking to my younger self in that book for the most part.
Damn, that's dope. So, damn, that's crazy, bro. That's
Yeah.
crazy, man. Nah, we got to clap it up for that. I know it ain't a lot of people in here. We got to clap it up for that,
I
man.
appreciate that, man.
But nah, man, like you said, man, manifestation is probably one of the biggest things for me, bro. Like, I literally literally sit there and I say, hey, I'm going to do this. And I just put boots to pavement and I try to grind that shit out. You know what I mean? For sure. So how important is manifestation for you?
It's very important because at the end of the day, man, as you going through life, you going to, you run into the bad customer service lady, you go in traffic, somebody might hit your car, you might open a can of fruit and see nets. So at the end of the day, you always got to have in your head what the goal is, and you gotta pretty much attract whatever it is that you want. You know what I mean? So whatever your situation is, even if you stuck in the hood somewhere, you don't have to have a hood mentality. You just always gotta think abundantly. So as far as manifestations, like I got like a notepad, and I also have like manifestation journal. So anything I want to manifest, I write it down. You know what I'm saying? I wrote, I'ma show up, I'm gonna be on time. You know what I'm saying? Because I did a lot of stuff today, bro. I woke up, I went hiking. I had to do a lot of stuff. It was a lot of excuses I could have used to be late. But, I wrote it down, bro. It's a rule. Once you write it down, I can't break my contract or I owe myself some money.
Bruh, damn. That was powerful, bro.
Yeah.
That was powerful, bro. So growing up, who were some of the model figures that you looked up to? You know what I mean? Like you said, like the uncle part in the book and stuff like that. Who were some of the model figures you looked up to?
My uncles. I had some uncles. They was in the streets heavy, but at the same time, they put me on game about a lot of stuff. And it's just really hip hop, bro. Young Jeezy, T.I., Lil Wayne. I look at them and say, if them little niggas can do it, I can do it too. You know what I'm saying? They come from some of the work. They come from worse neighborhoods than I come from most of the time.
Facts.
So I just basically use what's in front of me because I ain't really have no role models like that I can really latch on to. Never had no mentors or nobody worth listening to. So I had to listen to to the music to get it.
That's dope.
Yeah, just make sure I play the right song instead of the wrong one.
Right. So growing up, what were some of the things that you were into besides, getting money and staying on track?
That about it.
That was about it.
I ain't no sports dude. I ain't no pretty boy. I ain't no, I get in the streets, but I ain't no gangster. I ain't finna label myself, I'm a street nigga. So
Facts.
I've been hustling since I was like 8 years old, bro. I was 8 years old collecting cans, 10, 11 years old selling candy. I'm also into fitness too. You know what I'm saying? So
I see that, bro. I see you be in the gym like every day.
Yeah,
bro.
I've been doing that since I was like 8, 9, bro. So I was always like if I was in 5th grade, you would have thought I was in 1st grade. And at the same time, it didn't matter, but it got to a point to where I'm a hustler. I'm in College Park. I can't let these folks take my cookies. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I started I was one of those dudes, I see Rocky do something, I am in there doing push-ups. My brother got some weights when I was in 5th grade. Cause I was like, bro, you're not finna grow. You been trying. You done ate all the vegetables you can eat.
Right.
You done ate all the vitamins you can eat. So,
Right.
but you can get stronger though. So, I ain't finna let nobody play with me. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, that's where it came from. Just
Facts.
at the end of the day.
So when you work out, I know when I work out sometimes it just basically clears my mind too as well. I use that as the time where I can really think too as well on things that I do. I feel like working out is essential, bro. I see you do this shit every day.
Yeah. And that'd be a time where I can listen to podcasts or ebooks, or whatever, so while I'm working out, I might have some moments where I gotta listen to hip hop because now I need to pump myself up. But if I'm if I'm doing something steady on a treadmill, unless I need that pump up, that'd be the time it's easy to digest the ebook. Because when I'm moving and grooving, it'd be harder to find that time to do something like that.
Yeah, facts. Off air, I'm gonna ask you about some some workouts, bro. I be trying to goddamn motivate myself to do it every day, but like you said, bro, it's no excuse. But I be doing so much shit every day. I forget to do it sometimes.
You ain't got to go every day. So 4 days a week, cool. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta find something that you like to do, like boxing. You know what I mean? To me, it's fun punching, being able to punch and not suffer no consequences. Not saying that I like to spar too, but what I'm saying is you release a lot of frustration. You be mad at your bitch. You get on there punching bad. You know what I mean? And you can't hit the bitch.
Yeah,
you gotta hit something. You know what I'm saying? You can hit her, but not in that type of manner.
Yeah. Facts. So back to your book, man. So this is a top seller. This is about to be one of the top sellers, man.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I mean? Where can they find this?
Amazon. It's on sale for $10. And on Amazon, link in bio, Bam Concepts. If you ain't got $10, you definitely need to be reading this damn book.
Right.
If you ain't got that.
When I ask you this, man, this is just me asking. What's your favorite chapter that you wrote out of here that resonates with you every single day?
It's more like the chapter when I was talking about myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I never really been too transparent about small stuff that I had going on. And like it be stuff that be really going on that kill the average person's soul, spirit, or whatever.
Right.
And it's my first time really trying to, because I never want to be one of them people, oh, this happened to me, I feel sorry for me. I pretend like it didn't happen because I understood that them excuses can cripple you. Like for instance, man, I wrote in that book, man, I had surgery on both my feet when I was in 3rd grade. I still don't really know the reason why, because my mama wasn't, like, I feel like she wasn't really explaining everything to me because she didn't want me to feel like a handicapped nigga.
Right.
But I feel like this is dope, because at the end of the day, I could have been in that situation, like, man, like I was in 3rd grade, had surgery on both my feet. I had to ride the slow bus, not the slow bus, but the short bus. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And shit, that can't be my bus, bro. You know what I mean? I did whatever I could. Like they'll try to like assign a kid to go watch me go to the bathroom. Like, nah, I'm gonna hold my own dick. You good? Even if it take me 20 minutes, I refuse to let a nigga help me piss.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So, but yeah, just being transparent about like stuff like that. I never really had a chance to be transparent or tell nobody. Right. You know what I mean? So.
Nah, that's powerful, bro. I'm most definitely read the book, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's dope, bro. What are some other books besides that? You know what I mean? I know you said you read. Have you ever read The 4 Agreements?
Nah,
bro. You need to read that too.
I read so what had happened is I looked through the like YouTube notes. Mm-hmm. But it's a few different books, man. So like I just read it's a book called Building Atlanta. It's about a dude named Herman Russell.
For sure.
Black people wouldn't be shit without Herman Russell. Martin Luther King would not been able to move without that bag behind him. You know what I'm saying? He was like the first dude, Chamber of Commerce. He died like a few years ago, but he was born in 1930. I'm talking like races broke through all the barriers so we could have this place called Atlanta. So Herman Russell, if you're from Atlanta and you like money, read this book called Building Atlanta. He got the Rice Center basically over there by the Northside Drive and the stadium.
Right.
A lot of that stuff he built up. You know what I'm saying? Who Not How, that's a book to tell you you ain't got to do it all by yourself. You know, I might have a situation like with my podcast. I know the vision to sit here and talk shit and educate people, but I'm not the person that's gonna be behind that camera, behind the computer. So who can I get to help me out? My co-host, his brother's heavy in the film, and then obviously we can rent studios out too. So it's basically a book that basically show you the power of teamwork, making the dream work. You know, Rich Dad Poor Dad, just so people can kind of understand the difference between assets and liabilities and all that type of stuff.
Damn, that shit crazy. Man, like you said, man, like, hey, man, if you want to, like, get on the right track, man, you got to make sure you feeding your brain with, like, proper things.
You are what you eat.
Facts. Man, hey, I appreciate you coming by with Veto, man. Like I said, man, if people don't know where to find you, tell the people where they can find you.
Bam Concepts, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Multiple Streams Podcast on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Also, definitely make sure y'all subscribe to Vibing with Veto.
Grab this book too.
Navigate the Great Roadmap, GPS to Success. It's on Amazon right now, but link in bios. And I also put it in my my YouTube clips when I post my videos.
For sure. Hey man, thank you, man.
Yeah, facts.
Hey man, look, it's been another episode of Vibing with Veto. We gone.
Absolutely.